Hello, this is Cayden's campsite comments, and I'm in Mallacoota in Australia, Victoria. This is kind of well for kids, good with the playgrounds and humanity.
And the humanity's good?
Yeah, very good.
Alright, very good humanity. That's what we like. So with Mallacoota, how close are we to the water? Like, is it a long walk to get to have a swim, or is it pretty short?
Pretty short.
Alright, so you'd say less than a minute to get to the beach?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's that'll get, scores the campground pretty highly.
Yeah.
It's always easy to get to the water. Now, playgrounds, how many have you seen?
I've seen like 4.
So a lot of playgrounds.
Yeah.
Alright, no big jumping mats or anything like that, mainly just playgrounds?
Yeah, playgrounds.
Alright, and what would you think of the playgrounds? Are they modern or old, crappy sort of playgrounds?
They're very modern and they're not crap. They're very well done, and they keep getting, if it gets any dirty or rusty, they always fix it.
Alright, so they're always upgrading their playgrounds, and the swings are good?
Yeah.
Fun swings?
Yeah.
Alright, excellent. And what about the toilets and bathrooms and things like that?
Toilets and bathrooms are pretty good.
Pretty good. So are they new or quite old?
They get washed.
So they're clean.
Cleaned, yeah.
Alright, so they clean them well, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Alright, now what about overall for pets and kids? Would you rank this park highly or low?
Highly.
Out of 10, what do you think?
A 9.
Ooh, a 9 out of 10. Alright, so this is a great park for kids and pets. With the actual campsites, are they really close together, or is it nice and spread?
It's nice and spread.
Alright, so lots of room for everyone to play, room around the caravan, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Room enough to set up sport games and whatever?
Yes.
What about bikes and scooters and things like that? Is Mallacoota friendly for them?
Yeah, friendly for them. It's not that rocky, but it is kind of rocky. But then after a while, it gets very soft and...
Alright, so some roads are good and some roads are a bit rocky and dirty and
So
whatever.
I'll say it's half, like 5 out of 10.
Alright, so 5 out of 10. And overall amenities, which is like everything else in the park, does it have many shops to buy lollies at or anything like that? Or is it more just the campground? What would you rate it out for amenities and extra stuff?
7 out of 10.
Alright, so it's got a bit of stuff, but no like lolly shops, which is probably good for some parents. Alright. Mallacoota pretty famous for fishing, as in, have you had a fish yet at Mallacoota?
Yeah.
Alright, what did you think about the fishing spots and different locations? Is it good?
It's very close up to some sites.
Alright, so you can walk to go for a quick fish?
Yeah, just like 1 minute, not even 1 minute, half a minute walk.
Alright, and so fishing, was it good fishing? Even though it's not quite the right time of year for fishing, how did you go fishing?
It was good. I caught a few crabs, but they were tiny.
Alright, so a few crabs is
It
good.
wasn't the right time of the day either. So.
Mallacoota is very much known for its Australian wildlife. Did you get to see anything out of the, anything unusual staying here?
Yeah, some animals. There are like loads of Australian animals like kangaroos, kookaburras, and seals and.
So were the animals friendly and you could go near them, or were they dangerous and scary for kids?
They're friendly.
Alright, so friendly kangaroos, kookaburras, seals, everything else. So overall, would you expect to see that much wildlife at all the other parks that we go to?
No.
Alright, so Mallacoota is rating very highly if you're into wildlife, birds and animals, that kind of thing.
It has got a few snakes, which are...
Few snakes?
Yeah.
Alright, how did you know there were snakes?
Oh, there was a sign near 2 trees and it said, "Warning, brown snake."
Oh, alright, so we know there's brown snakes because they even put signs up. So if you're freaking out about snakes, maybe it's not the best place to go walking through the bush.
Yeah.
But on the campsite, we haven't seen any snakes running around or anything like that?
Luckily, they warn you, otherwise other parks don't warn you.
Alright, so overall, there's a lot of walks around Mallacoota. I think it's quite famous for its walks. Have you been on any of the walks?
Yes.
Alright, what did you think of the walks?
The walks are pretty good.
Alright, is it all just dirt, up hills and down hills and that kind of thing, or are they well laid out?
They're well laid out. They're like rock good, not that rocky, that smooth rock.
Can you take a pram and bikes and things like that? Alright, so good walks. And is there anything structure-wise, a lot of places that we go to, some of them are just like bare and other places have pre-made fishing spots with rod holders and water and all that kind of stuff. How's Mallacoota rating for fishing?
Very high.
Very high. All right. So
I'd say a 10 or maybe a 9.
All right. So the council spends a lot of money in Mallacoota, you reckon, fixing up things and.
Yeah.
All right. So they're proud of Mallacoota. Mallacoot's a good place.
Boat hires and good for boat.
All right. We've covered a fair few different things. So overall, for a total score of Mallacoota campsite, what would you rate it? This is the council camping grounds in Mallacoota. What would you give it? What would you give it for an ultimate rating overall, including everything?
A 9 out of 10.
All right, so 9 out of 10. So that's probably the highest campsite so far.
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, Cayden, thanks for your time, and we'll catch up with you at the next campsite.
Okay, bye everyone.